And most luxurious buildings in Gurgaon, in the most posh areas, are available at one third the price of this. So 45 crores is quite a big amount, and it was made, to the best of my knowledge, in the 70s, not in the 40s as some newspapers are claiming. Now here the emergency is that the building is breaking down. If the building is breaking down, how is the person living there? Should have been moved out. No? And the building is said to be dangerous. How was another floor built on it? So I think engineers have to answer this. But definitely, here the rules seem to have been bypassed. I think it is in the interest of the Chief Minister himself to have a proper inquiry so that the facts come out. The amount seems excessive, but from what I read in the newspapers, it's not just the renovation of the building. It is also the interior decoration, the curtains, the carpets, or whatever was there. Even then, the amount seems excessive. But if it is there, it is there. I mean, somebody must have approved it, and there are competent authorities in government who can approve this. And the propriety of the approval can also be questioned, may also be questioned, I don't know. There needs to be a proper preliminary inquiry into this. Because 45 crores for howsoever big the building may be. I mean, even you can buy a house in a posh part of South Delhi today, a 4-story building, you can buy for much less than this. Or maybe 20, 30, 40 crores, and most luxurious buildings in Gurgaon, in the most posh areas, are available at one third the price of this. So 45 crores is quite a big amount, and it needs to be looked into. I was living there in the neighboring house in the 70s when I was finance secretary, and next door was this house, 6 Flagstaff Road, where the Chief Minister moved in now. This was an official residence of the Chief Secretary, and it was made, to the best of my knowledge, in the 70s, not in the 40s as some newspapers are claiming. Maybe there was some building there in the 40s, but that was demolished, and this Chief Secretary's complex came in the 40s. And before the present Chief Minister moved in, it was always occupied by Chief Secretaries, and for many years. And it was a big house compared to our house, which was next door. I mean, I was in 8A. 8A was single unit, double story. This was single story, 5 bedrooms. It was a big house, huge, lush compound. So it was a biggish house. And it had a small outhouse also as an office, Chief Secretary's office. So, well, having built in the 70s, probably needed extensive repairs. But repairs of 45 crores is a little too thick. I do feel that converting it into a double-story house is something which is okay. But the point is, if the earlier building was already dangerous and the roof was falling off, etc., how is it that another story could be added to it? How could another floor be added? If it was designed for a single-story building, what about the foundations? There must have been some technical reason for it. And let us not forget that I don't think the Chief Minister has moved out during all this. In the last 2 years he was living there. So during the period he was living there and the building is said to be dangerous, how was another floor built on it? So I think engineers have to answer this. This is not for the Chief Minister to answer, but this is definitely for the engineers and the bureaucrats there to answer. Was the approval of the Urban Art Commission taken? Was the approval of the other authorities taken? Because there was an MCD also. Was the approval of the MCD taken? You need their approval also if a second floor has been built. Did the MC then municipal corporation, municipal authorities approve the building? All these need to be gone into. As an ex-bureaucrat, I feel sorry. If such a thing has happened by our fellow bureaucrats, by our fellow civil servants, whether engineers or non-engineers, it's a serious matter. And this must be gone into in a serious manner so that there is a lesson for the future. Things don't like this happen. Ethics and morality you leave to the public to decide. So I am not going to comment on it, and I am not aware, not the guardian of that. But definitely here the rules seem to have been bypassed, if not blatantly broken.